Oh, what time is it? It's time for that Magi greatness. I mean, look at these volumes, guys. Come on, you tell me you don't love this stuff. There's Magi greatness right there. There's Magi Manga. Volume 7. Come on. Get on your Magi levels. Pick up the volume faster, man. Like, if I can get them, so can you. But let's get on with this actual chapter right now. Like, 236. Like, yo, like, fucking Ugo. The determination on this guy and just the massive fucking respect that he has got right now. I'll give Ugo my full respect. So, and Solomon has just now sealed father, not to mention all of our farming with the last of his magic in this different spatial dimension, and pretty much everything in the world has died apart from that one little bit of land left where Ugo and all the other Djinns and the other species and their families are they're the only things left. And it's like, Ugo is struggling to keep the other species together because they're having the same situation where they're panicking. They need a leader, and it's like, oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do that. And they had to use the powers of the 72 Djinns just to help them live on the ground, which is a clever idea, you know. Oh, you're using, like, you know, almonds, you know, sunlight so they can grow crops and stuff like that. Oh, you've got, you know, water as well, like from Vienna, like that. See, like, that stuff like that is a clever idea. Like, they were doing that together and managed to, you know, make themselves like this nice little underground city for all the species and all that. But they were still struggling to go on with each other. In the end of the day, they need someone who is qualified as Solomon to take out. Let's be honest here, Ugo, he's saying that he isn't that leader type. He really brought it back, and he brought back everyone's hope by showing baby Aladdin there, like showing like that little fetus thing and saying, this is the person, you know, that would say that's and all that, you know, this is like, he was acting like a retainer in front of this king. It's like, this is our savior, you know, this is the, you know, the child of Solomon and Queen Sheba, and it was like, look at this, and he passes the, you know, thing around them, and you see like everyone's opinion on it, and brought back hope to him, and it was like, damn, Ugo, you're playing a little bit silly, and he's like, I'm sorry, Aladdin, I had to use you like that, but it's like, desperate times, COVID. Damn, Aladdin was helping people before he was even fucking like born. Well, probably before he was even conceived, he was helping people. Like, Jesus Christ, how crazy is this kid? Like, and he was saying, like, I don't want to do that in front of you, but I really like this, and it really goes back to, you know, the first couple of episodes of Magi when we first, you know, saw Ugo and his wish, and it's like, he really wished for, like, them to be friends, and that must have just made Ugo just so happy when he asked to become his friend. I think that must have, deep down, that must have really hit him like that. And it's still another question though, like, why did Ugo turn into a Djinn afterwards? Maybe to perhaps create the world they needed, like the 72 like Djinn like metal vessel bodies and all that. So it's going to see that maybe Ugo doesn't count into the 72 vessels that we already know. Maybe that he is the 73rd vessel, the metal vessel unit, or that we know. So like, it's going to be very weird to see that, since he is a Djinn. So we got, and Aladdin was his wielder, so it's saying that his one is the Sacred Palace, his dungeons, but it's very interesting seeing like how we even going to get into that. I'm hoping at the end of this flashback that we're going to be seeing like the dungeon, we're going to see how like Ugo transformed and like how everyone started the new world and everything. It's going to be very interesting to see that. But we see that 5 years later, pretty much all their resources have ran out, and you think Ugo, I like Ugo's like, you think I haven't been doing nothing for 5 years? As he's already devised a plan to go to the new world, to create that new world that Solomon promised. I mean, their world is shitty right now. Their god is dead. The other so-called proclaimed god is in another dimension alongside his followers. Not to mention, everyone's at their throats right now. And the only one to keep it going is Ugo and a baby fetus of Aladdin. So definitely, it was an alright chapter. I really did enjoy this one and all that. Like, it was definitely shown that it's been a lot more fast-paced, and I Shinobu can't help it. People are very just urging to get back to the main timeline, which why? Like, why is it doing that? Like, I was really liking where this is going. We was hitting to the crazy stuff. We should have been seeing some crazy fighting. That, like, either that or maybe Shinobu wants to keep a lot of, you know, what, like, Kyoko and Ava can do. Maybe that's like a good excuse as well. But overall, I think this was a good chapter. I'm gonna give this one, like a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10 this week. It was a good chapter. Really fucking appreciate Ugo. Ugo was the fucking man. Not gonna lie though, if I was that and he was showing it to him, like you see like fucking Paimon and stuff like that, I would have been using saying, oh yeah, the Lord also needs some other things, if you know what I'm saying. He might need, his retainer. He might lose will if you don't do something with that nice blue body of yours. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on, guys. Like you would try that. Come on. But that's all me. Thank you very much for watching as always. Remember, I'll see you guys next time. Remember, straight up,